All right, hey, I'm live. It's been a while. It's been a long while, but just wanted to get on here tonight, go live, see if anybody joins me. Gonna get back into doing this. I used to go live during the day, almost yeah, at least a couple days out of the week, and it's been a long time since I've been able to really get on here and do this. And of course, we're here in the holiday season, so it's been even harder. With kids and the job and everything. For those of you who don't know, I work in the field, the HVAC field, and work in a refinery. So it's pretty stressful. Chase fan number 9, what's going on, dude? Hope everything's going good. Hope you have a Merry Christmas next week. Hope everything's going good with you, man. Been a long time since I've done a live stream. Just been working a lot and here at the holidays, everybody's busy. And I promise you, man, the older you get, the harder the holidays are gonna get to be a real, I don't want to say hassle, but it's a lot of work. Got to get the Christmas tree up. You got to get the presents for the kids. It's a lot of work. I got to see the actual Shelby Cobra stunt car from Ford versus Ferrari today. Sweet. Man, the Shelbys, those are some nice cars. And Ford, they're going to actually stop making all four-door cars. They're going to focus on trucks, the Mustang, and SUVs. That's going to be their main focus. And that's what they sell the majority of. So that's what they're going to focus on. So Ford F-150, best-selling truck of all time. Ford Mustang, best-selling sports car in America. So they're going to focus on those things, those vehicles that sell for them. So my teeth look really weird here, man. They're like shining. But anyway, yeah. So I work in a refinery doing AC and heating repair work. Silly season has been pretty interesting so far. Yeah, no doubt, man. The season was pretty crazy. The playoffs were pretty intense. You think Texas will beat Utah? I think that they have a. I don't know. Texas against Utah, we got to face the facts. Texas coming in with a new offensive coordinator. How's that going to vote for them? A whole brand new scheme that they've got to get ready with, and that could hurt them or it could help them. I think that we've had the opportunity to heal up, opportunity to prepare. We're going to have to come out early, and we're going to have to score early in order to beat Utah. So hopefully, the new offensive coordinator will dial up some plays that will get us down the field. And I think time of possession will be key. I think if we can run the ball, establish a run game, and keep the ball on the offensive side, then we'll definitely have a chance. I believe Utah is about a 7 point favorite. But Texas has the quick strike ability. If the defense can play solid enough, give our offense a chance, get some takeaways, maybe fumbles, interceptions, things of that sort, or just simply contain on third down and shut them down on third down. From time to time, I think that that's going to give our offense the opportunity. And I think it'll be a pretty good game, all in all. So we'll see what happens, especially with Texas coming in with a new offensive coordinator. You really don't know what to expect. So we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a tough game. Yes, it will be a tough game. Utah is no slouch. They're a pretty good team. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm happy to be on here. Been working a lot, doing heating and AC repair work in a Exxon Mobil refinery. And anybody that works in a refinery, you know how crazy it can be. You know, You can't touch anything unless you have a written permit in that section of the plant. That written permit might take half the day to get. So frustrating at times. Guys complaining, "Oh God, we need our AC," and it's like 40 degrees outside, but yet they want to know why their AC isn't working. Well, because it's like not gonna come on because it's like 40 degrees outside. So some crazy stuff, man. But I got to make money. Got kids, bills to pay, things of that sort. So were you surprised Jimmy made his announcement on his retirement after next season? Actually, I wasn't surprised at all that Jimmy Johnson chose for this to be his last year coming up. And the reason why is because of the new car. The new car coming out in 2021. Everything is going to change at that point. The cars drive differently. Killer Will, what's up, man? What's going on? Dude, I am exhausted. It's been a rough week working in the Exxon Mobil refinery, but I felt like, hey, it's been a very long time. I'm going to get on here and do a live stream and talk to some people. I appreciate you coming in. Killer Whale. He does a midnight live stream. So if you guys are night owls and you like to kick back and relax with a really good live stream, go check out Killer Whale. My absolute favorite live stream of them all. Love this guy. Great brother in Christ. Love the guy, man. I love his stream. Very laid back. Just a very relaxed live stream. It's an opportunity for you to meet new channels, new creators. You can go and join that live stream coming up at midnight if he's doing it tonight. And I'm sure he will be somewhere around midnight. You can go and check him out. If you're not connected to Killer Whale, make sure that you go and get connected to him. Great guy, great live stream. AKA James, hey man, how's it going? So yeah, I do heating and repair work on ACs inside of a refinery. I'm up every day by 5 a.m. I'm at work by 6 a.m. I don't get off till 5:30 p.m. So I get home, tend to the kids, get them to bed, and try to get some sleep. And there are plenty of nights, where I get maybe 4 hours of sleep, and it's just you got things you got to do at home. You got to do laundry, you got to get a shower, you got to, the things you have to do. So I'm I'm winging it. I'm getting it done. But man, it's hard. It's pretty hard. But the work itself that I do is not too bad. But it's very frustrating working in a refinery. You can't touch anything unless you have a written permit. Sometimes these operators inside of this plant, they may take 3-4 hours to write you a permit before you can even begin work. So I mean, it's a frustrating environment, and they take safety within these refineries to the extreme. If a guy trips over his shoelace, for example, that's what they call a near loss. A near loss injury, so you have to report that, or you're supposed to report that. So pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see, last question. Thank you so much, brother. That means a lot to me, my friend. Yes, I've been starting late lately. Hey man, there's a lot of night owls out there, man. I sometimes I'll lie down in bed and get on the live stream and you know say hello to you and everything. Especially with me working during the day, it makes it easy for me to get on late at night and check the stream out. But normally I got to get to bed. Got to get to bed, so I can't stay on too long, but I do support you the best that I can. I do need to do better about watching videos, but with the hours I work, it's very difficult for me to watch a whole lot of content the way that I would like to, but I do my best. So I want to get back to doing my live streams on a more regular basis. Pick a time that works for me and get on here and talk to people and meet new creators and get more people back involved with my channel. So, um, yeah. So I hope everybody is doing good. Got Christmas coming up next week. Hope everybody out there has a very Merry Christmas. And yeah, so I mean, the older that you get, Christmas kind of it becomes not necessarily a hassle, but a hassle in ways. You got the lights that you want to put up. You got to get your Christmas tree put up, and if you have kids, it just makes it that much more difficult, you know. Especially if you have really little kids. My daughter just turned 2, and you know, as fast as you can put the ornaments on the tree, she's taking them off. So it's it's challenging. It's very challenging. But if you guys want to get into the Christmas spirit, go check out my channel. Check out my channel, and there's a Iceland video that I posted that's really cool. It's a place in Galveston, Texas. Um, the entire thing was just awesome, and it's just all sorts of ice sculptures, and it was pretty. I was pretty amazed by it personally. So you guys can go check that video out. Some Christmas music playing in the background. Just a big winter wonderland of ice. Really cool stuff. Go check that video out. Iceland, Galveston, Texas. Moody Gardens is the place that it's at. So pretty nice display that they have set up. Great for the kids. So if you live in the Texas area, Southeast Texas, something you definitely want to check out if you have the opportunity to do so. But yeah, I've been doing good. Just been working a lot. I apologize. I have not been on here live in quite some time. Just with the holidays and my work schedule, just very difficult. Been exhausted. Just trying to work and do what I need to do. And, you know, so, but yeah, Killer Whale, make sure you guys check him out, connect to him. Great live stream, great guy. You definitely want to connect to Killer Whale. He commented on here on the live stream. Make sure you connect to him. So yeah, I mean, I like to get on here. I like to talk about God. I like to answer any questions that you guys might have on Scripture, on God. I'm definitely a God-fearing man. I'm going to share this out. Killer Whale, hey man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my brother. But yeah, so God is the most important thing in my life. You know, I can honestly say that without God in my life, I don't know where I would be today. And I know that a lot of people can say that. And the more you seek after God, the more He will reveal Himself to you. And He'll do so in a number of different ways, you know. Um, and the Bible, you know, is chopped full of wisdom. I tell people all the time, you know, if you really want to read some wisdom, even though it's Old Testament, you can read the book of Proverbs. If you read a chapter a day in 1 month, you will go through the book of Proverbs. And there's just so many scriptures that's just, you know, I know I used to believe in common sense. No longer do I believe in common sense. I don't think, because what's common to me isn't common to the next guy. So, but what should be common sense is found in the book of Proverbs, and it's a lot of just really good stuff. So yeah, I believe in God. I'll answer any questions you might have on God and Scripture, and give you my thoughts and my opinions. Texas Longhorns football. I'm a huge UT fan. Fan of the Texas Longhorns football team. We have a game coming up against Utah on the 31st. It's the last game of the season, a bowl game. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm a huge NASCAR fan. I love NASCAR racing. It's something that I've loved ever since I was a kid. I love Texas. Yeah, I mean they're just there's so much history with the Longhorns. I mean we're talking about a college football team that's been around, you know, since the 1800s. Believe it or not, team has been around for a very long time. Unlike some teams, they don't change their school uniforms. You know, they keep it very um, original. They keep you know, that nostalgia factor with keeping the uniforms the way that they've always been for the most part. Let's see here. See this question. Some of the top selling diecasts from this year were mostly Hendrick cars, specifically Chase Elliott. Yeah, Chase Elliott, the youngster, you know, uh, super popular, NASCAR's most popular driver, and that's not why I pull for him. I like the kid. You know, his dad was a tremendous driver, Bill Elliott. Um, the Dega win was a big seller. Yeah, no doubt. The Roval, you know, his win at the Roval. I mean, looking back at that race, he was in the lead. He had the best car during that race. Struck the wall after a restart. He hit the wall in the first turn. Struck the wall, bent up the front of the car, had to come in and pit. I mean, there was only about 50 laps to go, and he goes back to like 25th, comes all the way back up through the field with like 50 laps to go and wins with a damaged race car. So that was just a lot of fun to watch. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. That was really cool. That to me was the win of the season. And let's not forget about Watkins Glen. You know, another a road course. So he's definitely proven that he can road course race. And for a young kid his age, that's really hard to come by because normally it's your veterans that that take to these road courses. You know, guys that have done that for a very long time. So it's a different beast altogether, a road course, um, in comparison with your oval tracks. You know, turning left, turning right, the how it weighs on the body. You know, the tracks are extremely hot. You're not getting up to those high speeds. You're not having as much wind come in the car with you. So it can be 125 degrees inside of that race car. So that's one thing that people don't realize how hot it gets in those cars. Patrick Jane forums, that is the killer whale. Make sure you connect to Patrick Jane forums as well. Let's see, Chase dominated that whole Watkins Glen race. Yes, he did. That was an outstanding win as well. But the kid is just great. He's a great driver, great for NASCAR. His dad was a great racer, still owns the speed record at Talladega, where he posted a lap of 211 plus miles an hour, I believe it was. And that was when NASCAR stepped in and said, hey, for safety purposes, we need to do something to slow these cars down. So that's why on these big tracks, we see the restrictor plate. Actually, it's not a restrictor plate anymore, but it's more or less a restrictor plate because it restricts the airflow going into the engine. So it slows the cars down. In the draft, they can still hit 200 miles an hour, but you're not going to see 215, 217, anything like that. So, which I think is ridiculous. The safest cars in the world. What they've done with this restriction of the engine, it bunches the cars up. So, in my opinion, it has created an even more dangerous situation. Talladega is a wreck fest the way that it is now. And sure, wrecks are, I guess, fun to watch, but we definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt or killed at Talladega. But Talladega and Daytona are just nuts. They're absolutely insane. Your car on its own cannot go to the front at those tracks. You really have to work that wind tunnel. You have to stay behind the guy in front of you and utilize that draft, that air off the back of his car, which works like a vacuum. And it's just so interesting to me how these cars work, different tracks, different conditions. It really is interesting when you think about it. But as far as Jimmy Johnson, yeah, calling it quits after this next season. The cars are going to change. They're going to a completely different car in 2021. 18-inch rims, um, dual exhaust. These cars do sound pretty good. They're going to have a dual exhaust system. They've talked about going to a single lug nut as opposed to the five lug nuts, which I don't like. That's kind of an IndyCar thing with the center lug nut. I think they need to remain having the five lug nuts. I just think that the lugs going on, the lugs coming off, that's a part of racing. That's a part of the team aspect. And I believe that that team aspect is a part of racing. You know, can you get in the pits and get out in a timely manner? So I think they need to keep the five lug nuts. Another thing that I do like about the new car is that the front splitter is actually up off the ground. The whole front of the car is up off the ground a little bit. So at these tracks like Texas Motor Speedway, for example, when they come through the grass after spinning, with the current car, the front splitter sits so low to the ground that if you hit a grass area, the whole front of your car is going to get destroyed. With this new car coming in 2021, the front end being up off the ground a little bit, I think that that will eliminate some of that damage. The thing that I don't like about these new cars, I personally don't like the 18-inch wheels. They look good, but I would remain having the 15-inch wheels personally. The back of the car is really it's short. It's a short rear end. So if you spin out and you hit the back of the car, it's over with. Your day is done. Um, Another thing that I don't like about these new cars is I'm hearing that the chassis alone is a $200,000 chassis. Just the chassis. That's going to really hurt a lot of teams. A lot of these smaller teams where money is concerned. You're going to see a lot of teams exit the sport because it's just too expensive. And that's been a problem for a long time. And with the chassis being that expensive, that's not going to help things at all. Yeah. So, yeah, as you can tell, I'm a NASCAR fan. I like it a lot. But I get on here and I talk about a number of different things. Sometimes we get off into talking about just random subjects. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about how the Popeyes chicken sandwich is not what it's chalked up to be. I actually tried this sandwich myself and I was like, you know what? It's a chicken sandwich. And that's basically the only determination that I could make. Hey, it's a chicken sandwich. And I'm a big guy. I've had a lot of chicken sandwiches, and I would know if this thing is special, and trust and believe it's not. It's just a chicken sandwich with like some pickles, which I don't really like pickles on my chicken sandwich. I think it ruins the flavor. Personally, I like pickles, just not on my chicken sandwich. You give me a big cheeseburger, and yeah, I'm down for some pickles and some jalapenos and some bacon, but not on my chicken sandwich. But yeah, it's an all right chicken sandwich. It's just not the best that I've had. I like Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. I think they have a really good one. And even Jack in the Box, if you have a Jack in the Box anywhere around you, they've got some pretty good chicken sandwiches as well. But yeah, we talk about anything and everything on my live streams. I like to keep it laid back, relaxed. I like to talk to you guys, interact with you guys, and that's what it's all about. So, Killer Whale also Patrick Jane Forums is his other channel. Make sure that you guys connect to both of his channels. Great, outstanding guy, great live streams. He'll talk about God on his live streams. He'll talk about a number of different topics. You know, a number of different things come up, and just a very entertaining, laid back live stream. So, but yeah, I wanted to get on here and just talk to you guys for a little bit. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody is, you know, prepared for Christmas, ready for Christmas, and hopefully some of you guys are going to have Christmas off and maybe Christmas Eve. I actually have to work Christmas Eve, which is kind of strange, but the day after Christmas I have off. So Christmas the day after, which I don't mind. That's actually kind of cool because you have time that next day to, you know, because I'm sure that day I'm going to be picking up after the kids and everything. You know, they got all their new toys and stuff like that. There's going to be probably shredded paper from one end of the house to the other. I'll have time to clean all that up and the whole next day to recuperate before I go back to work on Friday. So, uh, shouldn't be too bad. Good luck. Yeah, good luck, no doubt. I got to spend tomorrow. I got my daughter like it's not really a Power Wheels, but it's a little electric four wheeler. I've got to put that thing together maybe tomorrow night and get that ready for her. So she should enjoy that. So hope everybody's doing good. Christmas coming up. Hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're about to enter 2020, and that just blows my mind. Seems like, you know, 19 or the year 2000 was just here, and to think that that was almost 20 years ago, it's mind-boggling to think about that the year 2000 was almost 20 years ago. That just that really, I can't even describe to you what that feels like. You know, everybody was worried about Y2K that year and what was going to happen to the internet and the power grids and all of the scares that they were, you know, things that they were afraid about, you know. And here we are almost 20 years later. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, um, yeah. Yep. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. We got Top Gun 2 for all you moviegoers coming out next year, June or July. And the trailer to the movie actually looks pretty good. Tom Cruise, you know, like him or hate him, the guy, you know, for his age, he really keeps himself up, man. He really, really does. Top Gun 2. Looking forward to it. Big fan of the first movie. Star Wars was okay. Yeah, I've heard that it wasn't bad. I think Disney destroyed the franchise when they killed off Luke Skywalker. I'm like, how do you do that? You know, the guy is the franchise, and I was so hyped up and excited to see him come back, and they just took him out. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? You know, if you want to create another character, that's fine. You know, continue the story on with someone younger, yes, but give the fans what they want. Have Luke battle somebody, you know, an epic battle. That would be the logical thing to do, but they didn't do that. And it was saddening. It really was. Better than The Last Jedi. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do much worse than The Last Jedi. I was furious with that movie, as the majority of true Star Wars fans were. I was like, why? Why would you do that to the man, Luke Skywalker? But not as good as Force Awakens, in my opinion. Yeah, I will have to check that movie out. We got Avatar 2 coming out. I don't know when it's slated to release, but that's a movie that a lot of people are looking forward to as well. Um, the first movie I enjoyed, I just felt like it was too long. Um, so yeah, Avatar 2 coming out before long, so people can look forward to that as well. Um, but I'm an old school guy. I like older movies, and so movies like Top Gun 2, I'm looking forward to that just for the nostalgia factor. Um, it's a part of my childhood, I guess you could say. So it'd be pretty cool to see. Um, let's see. I hear Mandalorian is super popular. I haven't actually checked that show out yet. A spinoff of Boba Fett from Star Wars kind of gives you the backstory on how he came to be, his whole race, and all of that. I hear it's extremely good. So, any Star Wars fans out there, go and check out Mandalorian. Um, I hear it's really, really good. I need to check it out myself. Um, don't have Disney Plus, so I can't watch it. Yeah, see, that's something I would have to do as well. And that's the main thing that they have right now that's luring people into to buying the service is Mandalorian. I hear it's extremely good. Uh, I want to see it myself. I will at some point. So yeah, but yeah, hope everybody's doing good. It's been a while since I've been on here. I thought, hey, I've got my shower, got the little girl, my daughter to bed, and my stepson's actually behaving for a change. So hey, I'll get on here, say hello to people. Hope everybody's doing good. Again, go connect to Killer Whale, Patrick Jane forums. You guys connect with each other. I'm gonna try to get on here uh, more often. Once I get back into the swing of things, I'm gonna have a set time that I get on here and do these live streams. Need to get back into it. So working these 10-hour days, it's just been getting up every day about 4:30, getting off of work at 5:30 in the evening. By the time I get home, it's 6 p.m. or sometimes even after 6 p.m. Playing with the kids a little bit, getting them to bed, getting a shower. I mean, some nights it's 11 o'clock before I even really settle down. So it's hard, man. It's hard, but I'm doing it. Got to do what you got to do. So one of these days I'll be able to retire and kick back and relax. That day for me is coming. It is coming. So, but yeah, year 2020 coming up. Just crazy to think about. Really, really is. So, all right. But yeah, I'll be doing these live streams more often, guys. 1 second, using my phone here. Go later on. I'm sure Patrick Jane, aka Killer Well, I'm sure he will be on live. Make sure that you guys go and check him out. One of the absolute, in my opinion, the best live stream out there. Make sure that you guys go and check out his live stream. You can meet a ton of new creators that you're unfamiliar with. Some really good people coming to his streams. And his stream just overall is just, it's great how he does it. And he'll put you up on the screen, shout you out, answer any questions that you have. Just a great guy, great channel. Got to get to bed. Talk to you later, guys. Kyle Busch sucks. Take it easy, man. And remember, hey, the Pick 5 contest will be back. Daytona coming up in February. So get ready for that. It's going to be bigger and better this next season. Let's see here. Auctions for you. Hey, how's it going? Killer Whale, my hero. Yeah, he's a lot of people's hero. Guy is awesome. God bless you, bro, and everyone here as well. All right. Check out the Killer Whale. Great live stream. Go connect to his channel. All right, guys. Well, hey, it's been good coming on here and chatting with you guys. Not a whole lot of activity, uh, but I'll be doing this more often, and we'll build this live stream back up. And that will be the goal moving forward. Once people know, once I have a set time of when I come on here, people will get used to it, and it will grow again. It will grow. So you guys take it easy. I appreciate you stopping by. It's been great talking to you guys. You guys have a great night, a very Merry Christmas, and a very Happy New Year. You guys take it easy.